Well, I'm really excited that we kind of listened to the game plan, stayed composed. We knew from the last time we saw them that they would probably face guard us, and so we came up with some pretty creative and tricky ways to get them out of their face guard situation, and it really helped us early in the game take a lead. We knew they weren't going to fall asleep on us and just give up, so we knew we'd have to fight hard, and they really made it a great match and a very, very respectable match. We would fight very hard today. But very proud of the performance, like a lot of players scoring on offense, our defense doing a stellar job, and Chrissy really just backing them up in the cage was just on point today.
All right, questions?
Jessica, you guys have a lightning delay. Were you anticipating that maybe some people might be sluggish and just go ahead and attack? Because it didn't seem like it bothered you at all.
Not really. In the past, we actually had like situations where teams showed up late, and we actually played one of the best games in our lives. And we don't really, adversity doesn't really affect us at all. So we really came out strong.
What were you seeing? Was it just kind of the game plan you had and you were executing it early?
Yeah, I mean, we knew that there's a chance they're going to face guard me and two other girls. At least three of us. We've seen them do it to us before. So we really, in practice, we came up with this plan that we were going to do, and it actually worked. So we were really excited about that, and worked on the first play that we did. So, yeah.
Hey, when they had those little streaks, and then you guys came back and got your goals back, what did you think? What did you guys change, or was it just a little?
Well, okay, I'll pick this one up. Well, like last year, excuse me. Obviously, they came back and we went into overtime with them. So like, this year, we really made it a point where they started having those goals back. We really didn't let them come back at all. We really picked it up and took control of the game. So I think that's what we really did. It's more of a mental thing, I think, that we got over.
They were firing a lot of shots. They weren't a lot necessarily on you. Did it feel like they were getting peppered through the whole game? It seemed to me the game was more down on their side of the goal, and I looked at the stats and said they were just firing away at you.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely noticed that they were firing a lot. It felt like I was constantly had to be ready, which is something I knew coming into this game. They like to shoot from far out and they'll pretty much shoot anything. So coming into the game, I knew I had to be ready at all times. So I was pretty ready for that. But like they said, like they do, they shoot it from everywhere with a lot of power, which that's a nice, powerful shot they have. But yeah, I felt like there was a lot coming at me.
Chrissy, bigger the game, better you play. Last year here in the national semifinals, your best game, and you just kind of really used that momentum over the last year. Just talk about that, your confidence on the biggest stage. Every time you're faced with it, you play better.
I think it really comes out. I say this about our team all the time. The more pressure and the more of a big game it is, like we really play up to the game. And when the girls in front of me have so much energy, like I say this to you all the time, like as a goalie in a cage, I can feel everybody around me's energy when they're running around, and I feed off of that. And I think when big games like that, I feed off their energy, and I think it just helps me play at a higher level.
Jess, it's seemed almost like you've played possessed this entire season, but starting with the PSAC semifinal, your game's just elevated to another level that we haven't seen. What's motivating you right now?
Basically, I mean, this is our last hurrah. So, I mean, tomorrow's going to be our last game, all three of us, including the 7 other of us, or 6 other of us, 6 of us, our last season. And I think last year we got a taste of something, and this year we really made it a point that to take game by game, and we finally got to the place that we wanted to get to.
Kristen, buried beneath it, this is your 200th win at Lock Haven. Everything you've accomplished this season in your career, being a Lock Haven alum, that has to feel a little special. What's that mean to you, 200 wins at your alma mater?
Well, it's twice as special that it is at my alma mater, and that an alum is doing that with me. We wouldn't do it without Katie McConnell helping our defense and guiding that ship. You know what, being at your alma mater is the most special thing on the planet. And feeling that love and seeing your alums come back like they did today, and hearing that crowd like it was today, all of Haven Nation on our side, we knew it had to be our day.
Jill, talk about that crowd a little bit. You know, what was that like to play in front of so many Lock Haven fans here in Salem? Was that special?
Yeah, it was awesome. It's like a lot of our best friends from school came and played, and it's so cool having our alumni come and playing, because like some of them didn't have the chance to be able to be in the position that we are today. So I know a lot of us said that we were playing for the alumni before the game, so we could do what they weren't able to.
My last question, Coach. You haven't lost in a year since you played the Delphi National Championship last year. What are you going to say to the team? How are you going to motivate them for tomorrow?
I don't need to say much. They want this more than I do.